next game that you were probably pretty happy about.
Yeah.
We had the Saints playing the Seahawks. The Saints with what we all expected, two quarterbacks coming into the game, Taysom Hill and Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater, of course, the starting quarterback, throwing 2 touchdowns, looking pretty good, decent. My take, and then playing the Seahawks. The Seahawks played a good game. I mean, the Saints' defense is, they're good.
Yeah.
And the Saints' offense is the best green offense in the NFL. That's all I saw from them, and I was loving it. Alvin Kamara to the backfield is so exciting to watch. Michael Thomas on a quick hitch, or a screen or a bubble, like, that's exciting to see. So, yeah, my takeaway was the Saints played their style and won, and I think that's huge for the Saints. I'm not as qualified as you are to speak on them, so I'll let you take it from here.
I just thought this entire game was just a muscle flex from Sean Payton.
Yeah.
It was just I'm a top 3 to 5 coach in the league, and don't you forget it. That's what I took away from this game. For the Saints, I mean, like, Teddy Two Gloves was fine. He was exactly what I thought Teddy Two Gloves would be, which is he's never going to make a risky play, but he's also never, like, the ball's just not going to get pushed down the field with him. But so the explosiveness is kind of, you kind of have to find it in other ways, and luckily the team has a guy like Alvin who can just take it to the house from anywhere. But yeah, I think they just proved that we're going to be fine without Drew. Honestly, I think that was the proof that. And I mean, with Seattle, I think the bigger takeaway from this game, like, everyone's going to talk about the Saints and, like, how great it was to go get the win in Seattle and whatever, and, like, it was exciting to watch, and there was a lot of positives for the Saints and, like, a lot of really good takeaways. But I think the bigger takeaway is the Seahawks, a roster I'm really high on, and a lot of people are really high on. 2 out of 3 games they haven't shown up at home. They got lucky against Cincinnati because, as we've learned, Cincinnati sucks. That was our takeaway. Was I'm not sure if Cincinnati is awful like we thought, or Zach Taylor's a good coach or really good coach, and they are way better than we thought. And we found out that,
considering Seattle made Cincinnati look decent.
We found out Cincinnati sucks, and Seattle has come out flat in 2 games at home, which is shocking.
Yeah.
And I think Pete Carroll and their entire organization has to take a look in the mirror, because you can't come out flat in a game like that against a Saints team that, I mean, just asking to end the season. Like, just all it would have taken was 1 quarter. No Drew Brees. Drew couldn't even come to the game because of how recent the surgery was. They were afraid it would affect his freaking rehab. Like, that flying would affect his rehab. Like, you can't even make this stuff up. So, like, the whole organization is kind of in flux. And so all it would have taken was a good first quarter, to just a quick punch to the mouth, and that might have been it. And they didn't show up.
Yep.
And Seattle is very similar to Atlanta right now, and they're way better than they're playing. And I have no idea what to make of them, because I think they're a lot better than they are, but they keep trying to tell me they're not, and I don't know what to do with that, because I don't want to give up on them, because there's just so much talent on the roster, but they keep telling me to give up on them.
That's good.
I don't, and we're gonna get to Cleveland soon. They're pretty similar in that there's a couple teams in the league right now where they have way more talent than they're playing, and I don't know what to say about them.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and I don't think there's much more to say about that game, to be honest.
You kind of covered it. Which team won, basically.
The next game, we had the Sunday night game, LA Rams, Cleveland Browns. This was actually a pretty decent game. I mean, my takeaway was the Browns are kind of what I thought they were going to be. Not great. And I think the Rams showed that they're better than a lot of people thought. They are 3-0 at this point, playing decent football. Playing better football than I thought, that's for sure. They're kind of looking like they did last year, and I think that's a really good sign for them. I don't have too much to say on this game other from I think Baker Mayfield's a bit overrated. A bit overrated. I think Baker Mayfield's way overrated, especially during the off season. I was saying that, but
can Baker make a play in the pocket like at least once? Like,
honestly, it's bad to watch. Like what was your takeaway on this game, Will?
I'll just quickly talk about the Rams, and then I think we'll deep dive into the Browns because there's a lot to unpack with the Browns, and a lot of us flexing on how we were right. But I think the Rams offense still has to concern you. They're just not looking. They're not looking good. They remind me a lot of the Packers.
Yeah.
Except the difference is the Rams don't have a new head coach, so we just assume their offense is good. Whereas the Packers, we don't, and we're not giving. It's funny because we give the Rams offense credit and the Packers defense credit and we're like kind of like forgetting about the other units. But the Rams defense is damn good this year. They are really Eric Weddle. Eric Weddle in the secondary is a borderline game changer for them. Aqib Talib was unbelievable last night or a couple nights ago on Odell. I mean, I haven't
Aaron Donald's been playing like an animal.
I haven't seen in a long time anybody just completely shut up Odell like that. That was unreal. I mean, like that was just elite cornerback play. If you want to go watch what elite cornerback play looks like, go watch Aqib Talib on Odell Beckham Jr. That was unbelievable. This defense is a force, and I think that's the scary thing with the Rams. I mean, they're ready. They are absolutely ready to make a run because I think you're betting on the Packers offense to figure it out. I'm betting on the Rams offense.
Yeah.
And that's enough on the Rams. In terms of the Browns, I mean, Freddie Kitchens might be the worst coach in the NFL.
I'm with you on that.
4th and 9 draw play is in the discussion with worst call. Like they're getting roasted for that, and they should be.
Yep. That was awful.
Oh my God.
I laughed out loud when I saw that. I genuinely laughed out loud.
There was 2 possible reactions. You had the laugh, and I just sat there like this.
Yeah.
I thought NBC screwed up. I was like, there's no way it's 4th down.
I thought
I was like,
that passed through my head. It's like it must be 1st down.
No, I thought it was. I thought they were like trying to trick them on 3rd.
Yeah.
It's like what I was like, that was kind of weird, but it must be 3rd down. I was like, no, that was 4th down. Okay, what the hell? And then equally bad, you get inside the 10 with 2 timeouts. You run the ball 0 times and you target Odell Beckham Jr. 0 times.
Yeah.
Like if you exclusively target Odell, fine, we can deal with that. If you exclusively run the ball, fine, I can deal with that. But doing neither,
yeah, that's tough.
That was awful. That was grade A, just awful.
Yeah, it's almost like buying a Ferrari, and then when you have a chance to take it out, you have a perfect sunny day, you have a track, you don't take it out. Why? Nobody knows. Just cause.
Yeah, it was. I mean, and Baker is concerning to say the least. I mean, he can't make a throw in the pocket to save his life right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's because their O-line is so bad he's just running around. But the Rams are all flash and no substance. Or not the Rams. The Browns are all flash and no substance right now. And yeah, they got a lot to figure out because they're heading to Baltimore this week and they're going to get punched in the mouth really early. And I don't really think they're going to handle it that well.
Yeah, I'm with you with that. I think what we were saying before the season, we felt like we were the few skeptics on this team that thought, you know what, I don't think they're going to be as good as people are saying.
Yeah.
Turns out we're right. Of course, it's still early in the season. They have a lot of time to turn it around, but the Ravens are starting to run away with that division. So
they should still win 9 games. They're still going to win 9 games, but whatever. Because their schedule is garbage in the second half. Mm-hmm. They're going through the hard part of the schedule right now, and they're going to be fine. The reality is they're just exactly what we thought they were, and that's what the story is. And we're good with I think we're good to move on. Honestly, they're exactly what we thought they were.
Yeah, in the last game, Monday nighter.
I have
I
nothing to
don't
say about
know.
this game.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the Bears played a bad Redskins team.
My
Trubisky looked above average a little bit.
Trubisky made the two takeaways from this game. There's literally two.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows Khalil Mack is sweet. The two takeaways,
Okay, yeah.
there's literally two. Trubisky made the best throw of his entire career on that touchdown at the end of the first. That was unbelievable.
Yep.
And he's fine, whatever. They're going to win 10 games. Trubisky's exactly who we thought he is. He's good enough to beat. He's kind of like Kirk Cousins. He's good enough to beat. He's good enough to beat bad teams and mediocre teams, but he's not really good enough to move the ball well enough against good teams. It's pretty. He's exactly who we thought he was.
Yeah, I see him kind of like a Ryan Tannehill almost.
Yeah.
So that's my thought on him.
He reminds me of an early Alex Smith. We'll see if he can develop into it. He reminds me of a San Francisco Alex Smith, where he's like really limited, but you can still win games with him. The question is, can he get to Kansas City Alex Smith, who was a damn good player, especially by the end? We'll see. But the biggest takeaway from this game is Case Keenum making an NFC Championship game is one of the greatest achievements by a bad NFL player in the history of the league. Like
he looked bad. 5 turnovers. Like, come on, man.
I mean, everyone's saying play Dwayne Haskins. I'm like, dude, are you trying to get Dwayne Haskins killed? Like,
yeah, I texted you during the game saying that, and you texted me back, and I had nothing to say back. I got shut up real quick, so I didn't even say anything back.
I was like, we're gonna lose this game, so like, why am I putting in Dwayne Haskins to get killed by Khalil Mack? That's what you're thinking. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, I just wanted it for the Monday night entertainment.
The best tweet I saw was Case Keenum is dying for the sins of the Washington Redskins. That was a little talent there. But